Welcome to Think Fit to Be Fit. I'm Tammy.
I'm Ericka.
And today we're talking about manifesting your fitness vision. So what does fitness look like?
Yeah, so where do we get the idea of fitness and like the image? It's all about the public eye, kind of like what we see in magazines, Instagram models, all the influencers out there. We get this like vision of like needing to look perfect, or we want that body because I mean, most of the times it's the best of the best on there. People want to show what they look like.
Right. All, like the rock hard abs and the, striations in their muscles. And it's unattainable for a lot of people. I think that, like I competed nationally. I was in Oxygen magazine and I, did competitions for several years early on in my life, around my late 20s to early 30s. And to get to that point, like you're seeing with these people in magazines, it's a very specific diet that's very restricted and an intense workout regimen. There's like no days that you're really taking off for the most part. There's no day, you're not drinking alcohol. You're eating usually a high ketosis sort of diet, high protein diet. You're, skipping out on a lot of things that everyone else is eating and has in their diet. And no rest and recovery in the same way that we look at rest and recovery. So it's very regimented. And when I would get on stage and I would compete, like I looked like that for like a day. I looked great all the way up until that point because I was so restricted and high protein diet and reduced my water intake so that my skin would get really tight to my muscles, and I'd put like tanning stuff on. The next day I would eat normal and I'd put on 12 pounds of water.
That's crazy.
It's unattainable. It's not what fitness really is, and it's not healthy. So it's not important for people to know, right?
So the fitness look may not be the healthiest look at the end of the day, but there is beautiful benefits to fitness too, and it's just finding the balance. And we always talk about balance, and that's everything. So.
Right. And so I think the important thing is, one, we should identify, fitness really is about identifying health or being healthy, right? So you can look at somebody and notice that they look healthy. So what are some of the ways that we notice the body is healthy? By looking at somebody. So like white eyes,
clear skin,
tone, muscle tone,
definition, having great posture. As we're like, catch yourself, shoulders back, ears, shoulders, and hips in line. That's a bar cue.
Yeah, good skin. So there's a lot of things that we see. We see fit. We can see when somebody's like not taking care of themselves, and all of a sudden they start taking care of themselves.
Nail health too.
Yeah, nail health. Matter of fact, when you have like ridges in your nails, it could be iron deficiency. When you have yellow eyes, it could be a sign that your liver's stressed, right?
Yeah.
Psoriasis on your skin and other skin conditions, breakouts could be poor diet, high inflammation in your body. So
especially when you see like people that juice or do deep cleanses, their like skin's so vibrant and their eyes are like white, and it's like, whoa. Yeah. Like that's what it's detoxing the body, and everything's connected to the inside. So what you're putting inside is also showing on the outside, and just genes too have a really big part of that as well. But most of the time it just adds up.
Right. And and some people naturally are shredded and naturally have, very these physiques that you see on Instagram models or on magazines and stuff. But our point is not everyone can attain something like that easily or in a healthy way. And it's important that people understand that your fitness vision and what is healthy to you is unique to who you are and your lifestyle and all of the things that you need to accomplish in your day. So getting very, very crystal clear on what health is to you and how you want to improve your health and what milestones you want to reach is something that we're going to be talking about here. So for some people, being healthy might mean being able to pick up your grandchildren without having your back hurt.
Or another person might be like hiking Mount Everest or like skiing backcountry mountains, like, completely different than like someone that just wants to go on a walk every day, 3 miles a day.
Right. Right. For us, like I work out 5 to 7 days a week. Some days I go to the gym and I kill it with weights, and then other days I walk 3 or 6 miles. And for me to be able to do that without being winded and to be able to fit in the same size clothes I did in high school, that's fitness to me. That's my unique fitness. What's fitness to you?
Mine changes with where I'm at in life. I mean, I used to be an addict, going to the gym and having to be super yang kind of, and I just realized what my body needed was a little bit more rest. I love to move. It always makes me feel the best. So I have to move every day. And if I could get outside, that's my favorite, to be in nature. So I try to go on a walk every day or do something outside every day, but it doesn't matter how intense. Like I do love like high intensity interval training, and I love skiing and hiking and like paddleboarding in the summer. So there's a little different sport for everything, but it just depends on where I'm at. And I know like stress levels and how my body's feeling, what I need, like yoga, you know?
So for you, it's reducing your stress and then also being able to engage in all the activities that you enjoy. And I think that's pretty common for most people. It's really about being able to engage in life more easily without having pains and aches, and to be able to do all the things that you love. So get really crystal clear on what fitness means to you. And when you start establishing goals, and we're going to talk about that in another video, but you know, right now as you're creating your fitness vision, you want to get real clear on what that means to you, what you want to be able to accomplish activity wise, and then also what that might look like. So what size of clothing that you might wear, or
well, I mean, I think that you could have different areas that you actually look at your vision. It could be different aspects. So might be just staying healthy, looking fit, and then being just healthy body, healthy appearance, and then, you know,
healthy mind.
Healthy mind.
Yeah. So there, but you want to get really specific on that, whether it's like a specific size of clothes, or just you want to feel good, you want to be able to wake up every day and not have aches and pains, or you want to be able to sleep better.
Yeah.
That's all part of creating a fitness vision. And so there's 4 steps in manifesting your vision. And the first step is first you conceive it, and then you feel it. So what a lot of people don't realize is that emotions play a huge role with manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try it on. You want to make sure that you are feeling what it feels like to be fit, and then have positive feelings towards that. You know,
exactly.
If you're stressed and you're trying to accomplish something, then you're not going to accomplish it.
The thing I like to think about it when this comes to any kind of manifestation is think about something that's really easy and it comes to you naturally. Like, why is it coming so naturally? Because you feel good about it. It's like, it just feels good, or that person feels good, or something, and it's natural. But you could do this with anything, and that's why sometimes people think health stuff or like money or just any kind of material wealth might be out of reach, but it's really not.
No,
it's right there.
About feeling it, right? You feel it. You put yourself in that position. So when it comes to fitness and manifesting your fitness, you're like trying fitness on in your mind. Like, what does that feel like? What would it feel like if my back didn't hurt anymore? What would it feel like if I slept better? What would it feel like if I literally got out and ran 3 miles when I'd never done that in my life before? Like, imagine that. Put yourself in that mental space. And then when you conceive it and then you feel it, then you can manifest it. So it's conceive, feel it, believe it, and then achieve it. And then conceiving it and feeling it over and over again is how you end up believing it. So you just keep repeating that pattern in your mind of conceiving it, visualizing it. Sometimes it's a matter of putting like pictures around the house of like what you want to look like, maybe old pictures if you've, put on some weight or you're not where you used to be. So you're just trying to get back to an old level of fitness. And then...
yeah, vision board kind of thing.
Yeah, vision boards are great. And it just keeps reminding you constantly. And then you keep feeling it and thinking about it. And then you start to believe it over time. And then that's when you manifest it and you achieve it. So you want to spend at least 15 minutes a day doing this.
Maybe in the morning, maybe at night, maybe in midday. Take certain periods. If you can't do the full 15 minutes in one session, I like to do my mornings and nights for sure, because that's right when you're waking up and you're still in that alpha or beta state. Is it alpha, beta?
Alpha, beta. No.
It switches at one point. Or theta state. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the theta state. Anyways, you'll manifest and you'll believe it. It's reprogramming your subconscious mind. That's why I brought the waves up, because it really does. It is in theta state. It's right before you go to bed and right when you wake up.
Okay.
So it's powerful. Sometimes we have some deep subconscious beliefs where we don't really believe it, and we need to like re-ingrain. So that repetition is everything, and you got to stay consistent, and that's what makes it become a beautiful habit and it creates a reality.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's your homework for today, and that's how you're going to manifest your fitness vision. So thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel, like our social media links, and stay tuned for the next video.